35 minuti. Facciamo una mezz'oretta, ok?
Back to the direct on stream now.
Everybody, good evening or good morning or good afternoon for me. But Albi, for you, it's good evening.
Good night. I think it's better for the
Yes. So we decided very last second, to open this live. And
Yeah.
for the first time, we are doing it in English between Alberto and I.
Because
thanks,
we're
Albi.
talking about World Cup, the
Yes.
WTC, and so we start to speak in English. Sorry for the Italian audience, scusate il pubblico italiano, parleremo un po' in inglese, io farò ogni tanto qualche battuta in italiano, but I think the audience listening what we want to say. So
I mean, what I would say is like we started this WTC road to WTC series. It was amazing. These streams were amazing. We had a lot of views, a lot of people watching us. A lot of non-Italian people are starting to follow the channel. So we were like, okay, let's do something in English for everybody. And we felt comfortable. I kind of pushed Albi a little bit, and I was like 3 minutes ago, I was like, do it in English. So Alberto, grazie mille, thank you.
No problem, I try.
We try.
After I speak with Richie and Tom, so it's for me it's comfortable now.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry for my.
But no, it's your English is amazing, and guys, what to say? I did some very quick coverages through round 1 and round 2, but we are now at the end of day 1. So why don't we start from the rankings actually? Because I think we have
two surprises. I think
2 surprises. Yes.
The first one is USA at 7th place. Nobody expected. Probably the hit with the European meta, it's very hard for USA. I think the first match with Netherlands, it's very difficult for all of the players, and the second one goes well. They kept.
Yes.
I think
the second one they capped, which amazing against Wales, I think.
Yeah.
And then they lost like marginally from Finland, which is actually now tied with USA. So they're in 6th and 7th. So I would say still in the US cross top 5. So they're not far away from Poland, which sits in 5th. But certainly that was a surprise to me to see a couple of players struggling a little bit more than I thought. But listen, the level is super high. Richie and Tom were saying that. So at this level, guys, these are the best players in the world for Warhammer The Old World. And I think all the details matter. And then we do have like 2 things that we expected. Italy and England sitting in the top 3. We knew that.
And they just play together in the round 2. So they can't encounter. It's impossible for them to encounter. This is maybe a good news because tomorrow they are free from a direct hit. But the bad news for Italian, that's that they lost by a little bit, 3 points, I think, 83 to 6 points, because the differential is doubled, but it's still a draw. It's they are very close.
They are very close.
I think because in 8 player the pairing are very, very difficult. So it's the difficulty to pairing all the player in the correct order. It's very hard, and I think there were some mistake. I think we talk about with Michele of this next week, but I think the Beastman versus the Vampire Counts in the second match
it was a little bit of a stretch. Right?
Yeah.
And I think we can deep dive a little bit in the games. The other big news to me is like, not that I had any doubts on the players, but like Denmark,
Yeah.
it's very high in the rankings. They had 3 victories,
Yes.
276 points. So at this point, Italy and Denmark and Belgium, I'd say, are the only 3 nations that can really, try to stop England at this point, because I think winning the match with Italy,
they expect a fail of England to tomorrow, because all the tournament is in the end over Ricci and company at this point. So probably tomorrow we have England versus Denmark and Italy versus.
The pairings. Okay. I think they did the pairings already in terms of nations.
Yeah.
So we know, and then let me also see if there are the pairings within the teams, so understanding who's going to play who. But we can look at that. So basically, it's table 1, England, Denmark, as Albi was saying, and then we have Italy versus Belgium. Beautiful games.
Yes.
Poland, Finland, and USA, France.
I think also the Finland is a surprise, because nobody expected them.
Yes.
We don't know nothing about Finland. We don't expecting at this level, but they beat the USA in the last match, and they gain the table 4, the table 3.
Table 3. So I mean,
they are racing for the podium. So it's important for them to do well with Poland. We know that Poland, Belgium, Italy, Denmark, England have a background of also in ATC in the past edition. They have win World Cups, so they are the team for that are be beaten. So, but Finland is a very good surprise. We are surprising by Denmark, because in this time we don't know nothing about them. So they are very, very, very strong. And then also the bad news, the bad surprise was Germany, that was on the table 8, I think. If you scroll a little bit the screen, we can see it.
Yes, I mean, I think, and let me go through. Germany is table 6, so it means they're sitting in 11th, 12th ranking position, which is really, really a surprise. We had the feeling, right? So when we were reviewing the list, we were also a little bit like, I don't get some of those lists. But again, there were also some lists from Italy or England that I wasn't really expecting, and they turned out pretty strong. Now, and we said that very clearly. Team tournaments are very different, so you never know what's going to happen. The pairings are everything. The experience of pairing is also very, very important. And I think, and listen, as you all know, we all know personally some captains. We know Ricci, we know Michele, we know Phil for US. And I have to say, people that have been pairing for years, now they have an advantage. So really the sometimes to move the needle, it's really required that extra mile. And as we said in our live before, having a non-playing captain and coaches and consultants around, it's making a huge difference that some of the other teams they don't have.
In fact, we expecting to have Michele from Italy in this live, but he says to me, "I have a headache. I need to eat. I need to take some medicine for my head." And I say, "Okay, prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow we have 2 battles that are very important for you." And so we listen what you want to say to us in the next days. So it's I think they have the time for restore and retake energy, because it was a very long day for them, 3 matches, and then the captain have the a team meeting, all the captain before the dinner. So I think all have to restore. Now, one thing I want to say is that England do perfect. For me, I see the pairing that they have. In the first match, they kept and they goes all over the poor. The poor team against them, but also Italy do that with Switzerland, and then they crash together. And in the second match, they have an incredible match, a roller coaster, because at the first time there was a 20 for the England, then it responds a 20 for the Italy. I think it's the match more emotionally.
No, it was. Can I say it was amazing? Because of course we do have all the chats, and personally I also have the chats with the Team USA. So I was also trying to be present with my family and everything, and I was like, oh my god, how can I manage today? A lot of heat, a lot of intensity, which is amazing. That's why, guys, again, by the way, subscribe to the channel, put like. Especially if you're not already subscribed, we are coming out with tons of English contents moving forward. So don't be discouraged by the fact that you see that we are Italians. This channel is growing amazingly. We are on an amazing ride, and we will make more and more contents in English. So please subscribe, click subscribe, put the little bell on, so that you're gonna know when we go live.
For the English audience, I can say that Andrea makes them better than me, and so it's not a problem for them for the English content.
Alberto is improving his English every single passing day. And he will become like.
My difficulty is that I don't speak English every day, so it's for me it's very difficult to remember the correct word to put together.
You speak English way better than I did when I set foot in the United States.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. And what I can say is the match between Italy and England has been so cool that I want to, and I think it's the highlight of the day. Let's be honest. Like the two national teams that were really, since day one, we knew that they were fighting between them. So let's really look at what happened. And I think we can start with Fede. So Fede, of course, as we know, played Cathay, yes, against James, who was playing High Elves. So why don't we look at the list first? I mean, let's look. Yeah, I think it's good. So this list was a particular list. I'm not sure that this is a matchup that I would have given to the IL player. So I think they sacrificed them for other tables.
And right? We see, I think there was also a sacrifice by Italy, because the Beastmen versus the Vampire Counts is not a fair match for the Beastmen. But he says, Michele, on the chats of the Italian Federation, he says, I can have a good match rolling a 4+, but I roll 1. He says that probably in the game, in the last two cards to army to pairing together, he have a 50% to have a good pairing, but it fails to pair them. So they try to gamble. They try to risk something to have a good pair, but it's really difficult in 8 player. I play at 5. We play a lot of tournament in 4, but I think in 8 always 1 or 2 match are wrong for you. It's impossible to pairing all 8 in perfect order.
And guys, let's be honest. Like a game like this, and you're seeing the list here: double dragons, 3 units of infantry plus 2 units of 8 of sisters, not really doing much against, 2 cannons for the dragons, 2 Shuglord, 2 lanterns, one of which is
it's not a good game for
strategy.
the high elves. I think
It's
it's the better option for Federico, and in fact he do a 15 that is a big result. Then we
again,
have
what Richie was saying, remember, it was like the ability of the player is also to strap some points in matches. I mean, somebody else would have lost 20-0 from Fede, but James saved those 5 points, and at the end of the day, those 5 points made all the difference in the world.
We found all in all the match. We found the points that made the English victory. It's incredible, this, because also in this match, I think that Matteo, the Francesco expert, he tried to win the game, because he have a really aggressive list, and then against the Empire, it's not a fair pairing. This also because we know that experts don't like very much to play against Empire like this. A lot of shooting, a lot of it's not a good match. And then he tried to push to stall some points, because they are really matching. They are I don't know, like they say, vicini, testa a testa, head to head.
It was a heads up. It was really a heads up.
And so,
and I, when you look at the points, right? So Matteo scored 725, and Dave scored 1200. We don't know really, guys. We will need to interview the captains, but what me and Albi can say out from here, from like a few kilometers, 100 kilometers from the tournament, is Matteo knew that with 3 cannons and a lot of like shooting and outriders and all of that he had, he really had to try to push and preserve the points, and hopefully, make those cannons not being super effective, and then rush into the enemy. And looking back, you see you have a match where Fede is absolutely in the opposite side, and then you have a match where Matteo is actually not favorite for the victory, but they were both trying to scrape points from the other ones. So very exciting.
Also because it's really hard to hide from a list of Empire like that. So with 2 dragons. Now this is I think the worst game that I can play, because we have Charlie, that is a veteran player of Vampire Counts, and Alessandro is a really good player of Beastmen, with a strange list, because he don't play a classic list of Beastmen, but the Beast, it's not a good game for a Beastman to play against Vampire Counts. So probably this is a sacrifice. This is a stall. They try to stall some points, and he take 4 points by Charlie. And we know that Charlie, if he wants, he takes the 20. Richie talks to us. He is a professional game player. He do for work. He play for work. So probably this is the match that is the turning point of all the table, I think.
I think that
probably Michele say next week explain us something about this this pair.
I've already texted Charlie. I was like, listen, you are an inspiration for all of us, because we're all gamers and nerds for, as a side project, but he made this as a way of living, and we all, I personally, am very, very grateful that there is somebody that has the courage to pursue the dreams, even though we are living in crazy times. However, when you play a guy that does this as a matter of life support, he has an understanding of the game that is different. So he knows, he controls everything. And when you look at the scores he did, is like exactly as Richie was saying. He was like, he'll probably be the highest scoring, and look at that, he did a 20, he did a 19, and he did a 16. So actually Alessandro was the toughest opponent for him, so which is a great pride for us, for sure. But still, we knew that table was always weak. But then Zem,
Them
Samu,
that's right on the chats now. I can say you can read by yourself, but you say, oh, okay, go live. I go to the bathroom. It's fantastic. We love them. You are an inspiration for all of us. The
yes,
chairman.
the chairman, exactly.
And this is
So
so this is a match that when I see on the board, when I see chaos, warriors of chaos, wolf of the sea, eras,
yeah,
all the chaos army against the orcs and goblin, and in particular against them, I know that them goes because
yeah,
it's a match that the orcs and goblins can just steer. They have the board, they take the board, and so they do what he wants.
oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
in fact, 17-3, it's a very very strong result, very very
Yes,
strong prestazione, and so
yes. The performance was really good. And we know Zem is also like a top scorer,
yeah,
so he's very solid. He has a great list, and he probably made the best out of it. And
yeah,
then there's one of the things that I was really surprised to see,
yeah,
and I'm sure we will have Tom or Charlie or Richie at some point after the WTC explaining, or Tom itself. It would be amazing. Which, by the way, is a great lad. I mean, we had the best time hosting them on our channel. So please, guys, go back to our playlist. There's a whole series of interviews with captains. I think
yeah,
the one with the English, like, and the one with Phil, like, we had a lot of fun, of course, with Michele too, but that one is only in Italian, but you can put the captions. So go click like and rewatch the videos. Put like on this like too. Put your comments in. Don't be afraid. Type in English. We can answer. With that said, he played against Bruce, who played Vampire Counts, and Tom, remember, he's playing Cathay, and he
Cathay
wants
with meow meow.
with Meow Meow.
It's only, I think, one lantern or two lantern. I don't remember.
I think he has two, but let me check. I think he has two, but I think he has the strategy. He has double strategies, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
so he
okay,
has
okay.
two big lanterns, let's say.
It's not a fairy match for vampire counts, but lose by 16, it's a very, very impressive. I think Tom goes with a strong. We don't know what happens, so
Yeah.
Michele or Bruce tell us, or Zemoto, if you are online already, you can say to us what happened, because 16-4. It's
Sam is busy in the restroom, so maybe he cannot join us. But yes, no, I think what's interesting here is basically Tom lost just one cannon, because when you look at the score, it's clear, right?
165 is only one cannon. It's really strange for the vampire counts. Really only take one cannon from Tom.
Yeah. And look at Bruce's list. I mean, he has two terror guys that probably died for sure. And then he probably lost. Knowing Cathay, because I'm playing that pretty regularly as of late, I think he lost the 2 units of zombies. Plus probably the terror guys, so that makes 410 plus another 120, so it's 530. But my question is, where are those 700 points? Makes me think that he may have lost the Mortis engine, because I have one of the two, at least one of the two, or possibly both of them, which would be, to me, mind-boggling. Because yes, 3 cannons for sure, but like Mortis engine. You have regions, you have ward save, you have a lot of wounds, and cannons can also misfire. So there is something that I'm missing here. Plus, what we don't know, it's also like scenarios, battle missions. We don't know what we don't know, right? But that's pretty interesting as a result. I would say, because I think also
we have a surprise for all of you, because a captain join us. No. Hello, Michele.
Ciao, Miki. Ciao, bello.
Hi,
How are you?
A little bit tired, but okay.
Okay.
But okay. So we are focusing on the big match today, and I apologize to the other nations that are proving themselves so performing, like Finland, like Denmark. But we all knew that it all came down at some point to the big games, Italy, England being one of them. So we are just going through this game, which it was very passionate.
It's a roller coaster for us that follow on the chats. We have a lot of results that are opposite one to another, so we don't know what happened on the table. But I think that you, like Captain, goes from one table to another, and it was a little bit provoking.
First of all, I made a very big mistake in that match during pairings, because I totally misread the way they pair the last two remaining armies. Okay, because I remembered, I was recalling from the past, from Warhammer Fantasy Battle, that the two remaining armies are going to be paired via 4+ dice. Okay. And instead, this one is you left back one, the other one left back one, and they are going to be paired with the army that is not
paired with the other,
chosen in the last pairing. Okay.
Because that's like ninth age.
Yes, okay. And the fact is that when we came to the last pairing, I said to Rich, okay, 4+, I'm going to play like that. 1, 2, 3 is going to play like that. I rolled 1, and we end up with our umpire playing against their Tom Kings.
Yes, which is the last game that we didn't get there yet, but that was also the other one that I was like, oh my god.
And Richie playing against Tidos, against Riccardo.
Yes,
that went good, because both of them was 16-4, one for us, one for them. So essentially a draw. Okay, but if you imagine the matches inverted, okay, Richie, I don't think he has a very nice match against our umpire, Daniele, and our Camry is not a good client for their Camry, in our opinion. Because
your hope was to pair the two TKs one against each other, so that was your game plan.
Yeah, no, I thought that at 4+ was acceptable, okay, but we don't have to do the 4+. Anyway, they took the 4+, and in other way we should have closed this. The other pairings went quite good. Quite well, indeed. Maybe we underestimated their Cathay list against our vampire.
Yes,
we talk about that. We are really surprising about the Bruce result.
Because, like, maybe there's something that we misread regarding Miao Ying with the dragon. Because I thought it was, and I don't know what kind of mission they played, what was the scenario, what were the strategic...
wait, I can tell you.
Because Bruce take only one cannon in that match. It's really strange. I think Tom was really conservative about the
he lost only one cannon, and I don't know what Bruce lost. Andrea, what did he lose? But like he lost 1,200 points.
I think that the problem is that as soon as I can get the fucking
No, what? Now, Albi, you see, we cannot monetize this video anymore. No,
it's not a problem because we have Zanco live. That is a really.
Okay, round two. Round two versus England. We played the drone battle lines with the baggage trains and strategic location 3.
Okay. Okay.
And
strategic location 3. Okay, gotcha.
Indeed, we thought that strategic location 3 is better for us than for Cathay with the vampire.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, the other thing that don't went on the way we imagined was that Cathay starts, he killed terror guys.
Yeah.
And left the other terror guys with 2 wounds remaining.
Okay.
Did he use the loaders? Did he use the ogre loaders immediately?
Oh, yeah. All 3, but went everything good. So 6 cannons, no misfire.
Okay.
And in the second turn, he killed the other terror guys.
Okay.
And at 4th turn, he killed one mortis. And the Banshee with constellation of I don't know.
Yeah, constellation of the dragon. He killed the other.
Okay.
So
the fact is that if Andrea starts, is another game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then
who had the +1? Who had the +1?
I don't know. I cannot remember. Yeah. But for example, we also have Matteo Elf versus Umpire. It's not a super match. Okay.
Yeah, we talk about that.
Matteo is going to do cannons and lose everything except dragons.
Okay.
So that's how we went the game. Okay, so we were
and the game went like that. So Matteo made 400 points of a cannon and other thing, and it took everything except the dragons. But obviously, Matteo rolled 2 in order to start.
Okay.
And Umpire got the first turn.
Okay.
The same, the motto as the second turn instead of the first one. So he had the Chaos Dragons in charge for the second turn. There are a lot of things that didn't went the little way we wanted to go.
Okay.
Anyway, we lost by 3. That became a delta of 6 because that. And we are happy in the end because it's a good result. They are super nice guy. They are super. It's super fun to play with them because you play openly speaking and no tricks, no subtle thing. They are very, very, very sporty. Okay,
they are amazing, outstanding.
They are amazing 100%. So we are happy for that. During Alpine Cup we won by 3.
Okay.
Here they won by 3. We are very close.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Listen, the level is so high, and we were saying that. Remember, Mickey, when we were also doing the reviews before WTC, we were saying, listen, looks like we know, like England, Italy. We were saying maybe Denmark, Poland, Germany were the nations to
Belgium.
And I think that there are some confirmations, but there are also some surprises. I mean, were you expecting Denmark to do that good? I mean, I know they're good players, but like they got the right list. I mean, seems like they're doing very good.
If you recall, I told you that Denmark for most of us was the best list.
Okay, yes, I remember.
Maybe you said that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You said that.
And Denmark players are old sea dogs coming from 9th age.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you remember, you also back in times of 7th edition, Denmark was one of the favorites every time.
Yeah. We remember in the ETC World Cup.
ETC, they were always doing great with 8th edition.
Denmark, Poland, and Italy, and Germany, of course. They make the part of the lion. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then you expect Finland so high in the
but because I didn't know anyone from Finland. Tonight we had a captain meeting after 8:30. So, and we had 1 hour and a half talking. I met also the Finland captain. Also, them are coming from 9th age, most of them.
Okay.
And I think that they are good players at all, because you see from the result.
Yeah.
Spain is good. Germany is not going so good.
That's a surprise. That I'm very surprised. I mean, the list looked weird to me. I said that when we reviewed them. I was like, I was not expecting this list, but I was also like, listen, there's a different meta game in Europe, and as you know, I play on in the States, so I was like, I don't get it.
I think that Germany is paying that they've got two souls inside the single nation, the East and the West, not the East and the West from back from the 90s, okay, but Bayern region and the Western region, they don't play the same. Okay. They don't play together. Okay. And
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
And also you have they had the problem having two players that they are super good at Warhol, but they didn't own a single miniature in real life.
Okay.
And playing in real life is very difficult and very different from playing on Warhol.
Yeah, and, we talk about that with Andre, because it's two different games.
It's two different games. And yes, sorry, Albyz, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And in the end, you see, I think that England is made up with a group of friends that add some other friends.
Yeah.
New friends. Italy is a group of historical friends that are playing together from 25 years, more or less. And they just add to that group new friends found in the last year. But we are basically family.
Yeah.
Okay? And that changes everything.
Yeah, we know.
That also Denmark are a group of friends signed 10 more years. When you play with your friends, it's different, okay? When you are not divided, it's different. When the community is united, and I want to tell a big thank you to our Italian community, because it's super united. We've got differences because it's impossible that
of course
1,000 people
are all in agreement.
The same thing for everything, okay? But they are super united. We are super clever on that, and this make a big difference. And you see from that, because England is playing the way they are playing, we are playing the way we are playing, and other communities that are a little bit on difficulties at the moment in building, because maybe they have two different communities from 9th age and Warhammer, they hate each other, they cannot speak. When we've got people from 9th age coming and playing the old world, there's basically no problem. We, as a community, we are very lucky to have good players coming from the old Warhammer and also coming from the 9th age. So
absolutely. And listen, this is a little bit of an elephant in the room. And I played, as you all know, I played 9th age for 10 years. and I enjoyed it. I did team tournaments. I won my tournaments. I did everything. I was considering to go to the ETC. I mean, it's a beautiful game, and it did great to hold the spot while Warhammer on Square Base was like a little bit missing. But we also know that sooner rather than later, there will be a shift of players moving, because I don't know personally. I wish the best to all of them, because it's a fantastic game and it's a big community effort, which I appreciate beyond words. But it's also, we have to be honest, it's like at some point, without a real company support behind, it's going to probably be wearing off, and then eventually the old world will take over. But with this, somebody was asking in the chat, can you tell us, Miki, about the unlucky game of Daniele? I don't know what does it mean. I know, or we just talked about it. Sorry, I was just catching up.
It's not lucky. Daniele cannot do more than 16.
And then and Alessandro Pucci, the doc, you sacrifice him to have a better pairing, or you?
We tried to. It has been our first shot.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
But I got a very serious question for you too.
Okay.
It's okay to show nipples on your channel?
Well, we already flagged that these are not kids-friendly contents, so
we can.
Good.
You can.
You can.
Are you sure?
We are sure. Oh, we have the chairman.
We edit after. Beautiful. I love this moment. This is like the like in soccer, you know, what happens after the game.
Tell them that Dave write to us on the chat that he missed out on taking up to me and Scott Fat Loud Sun offer.
No, then I tell you.
So I think Miki, the big question, and we don't want to hold you up, guys, too long, because I know you're more over tired. You know, you're beyond. But what's your take? Because let's look back at the rankings. I don't know, Miki, if you can see the screen, but it's basically England leading 283, and then it's Denmark 276, and you guys are 272. So you have a gap of 11 points. And Denmark has a gap of 7 points. And we know Denmark's playing England tomorrow. So let's see. Maybe they stop them. And you guys can come back. So do you think it's all lost? Do you think you can still win? Do you think, give us the temperature?
Okay. We are very sad that we didn't manage to cap against the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But some dice very strange because they were not bad. They're just strange. Make us lose more than 5 points. Okay.
Yeah.
So we made. I think that we are a little bit in credit with luck for tomorrow.
Okay.
But anyway, they're going to play against the two that are over us. We hope on a strategical 80-80 between them or something like that.
Okay.
And I think that Denmark can bring them to a situation of some kind of draw or small losses or small win,
okay,
and so on. The fact is that we don't have to care about that. We just have to beat Belgium tomorrow.
Okay.
Because if we beat Belgium and we beat Belgium well, there's still a possibility to go. Because after that, even if Denmark is going to lose a lot, we are not playing anymore with England, so we are going to take someone that is way lower in the fifth match. Okay. So we still have the possibility to jump up. We can. We still have hope for the final results. But we have to win 2 matches tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. And Mickey, I think you said it well. I mean, it's you guys are also playing the top teams at this point because you are in the highest part of the ranking now. So you played England, you're playing Belgium, you played Netherlands, beaten USA. So you guys are playing the tough games, but like it's when you are high in the rankings, so the only Eagles fly high, right? So so you fly high there. And I know Belgium is going to be an interesting game. When I played these guys in WTC online, they were like nice guys, of course, but also very good players, especially some of them. Not all of them, but probably they're also like different players at this point. But there are like some very, very strong players. So it's going to be an awesome game that will determine. And also, who knows what the Englishmen will do. I know you have a mountain to climb because they are leading 11 points, and we kind of know that they are super strong at this point. Not that we needed confirmations, but by the way, tomorrow we will have a coverage of Game 4. So after Game 4, Alby will give us a little bit of an update.
Yep.
And then we will try to organize something in the likes of this at the end of the 5th game. But we also know it's going to be award ceremony. But whoever's going to be available to hop on, we can do that. And yeah, so Miki.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But do you want to say something in Italian to everybody? Because we also know the majority of our audience is Italian. So dici qualcosa in italiano, dai.
Vi vogliamo bene, ci mancate tanto e domani ci proviamo con tutte le forze.
Vai, alla grande, Miki, alla grande, riposatevi.
Ora farmi una doccia che sono morto.
Buonanotte. Grazie Miki, grazie mille. Ciao.
Guys,
so we have a big surprise because the captain of Italy comes here and explain us all the things of the secrets of the match. Amazing. I think that this is the greatest of the team tournament because details and small dice, one dice rolling, one detail, the 4+ for the pairing. This is a really, really short match between teams because we know 3 points are never, but you have a gap of 6. It double every time you lose a game like this, and so this is the detail the difference between the first in ranking and the third because it's a really, really short. But we know also that Michele says now we can't play against England anymore, and this is the difference. They take on the second, and probably they lose short, they fall short, but it's good that they have a just player against them because all the eyes now are on Charlie, Richie, Tom, and Dave, and all the rest of the troops.
Yes, and I can see like we have the English team on. I don't know how many of them, but like thank you guys.
Thank you for watching us.
I think for you as native English speakers and inventors of the language, I know it's a little bit bloody for you to hear us like
but
accent,
like Richie says, I speak English better than them than is Italian, so I am happy like that.
But listen, I think it's a great event, Albi. I just want to say that we cannot wait to see the old world taking over more and more. Because by the way, since we're all here, especially for the Englishmen that are that are watching us, this weekend marks also the London GT that is happening right now in London. And let me say one thing. We had 77 players for the old world that signed up. Unfortunately, a few people had to sign up to, and you know that I'm obsessed by statistics. I do that for work, for a living. But there are almost 70 players right now playing in London. And last year it was, I think, something like half. So we're going to interview, and Albi, this is news to you also. We're going to interview the tournament organizer of LGT because I've invited them. We are seeing a tremendous growth. I don't know how many players for Age of Sigmar there are. Not that there is a fight between them, but it's just for me to understand the size compared to a well-established and the most important fantasy game for GW. But I think they are in the hundreds. So Old World is rising, and we cannot wait for events like this to keep growing. I'll be in Vegas next week. And it's just amazing, guys. Like, we're so grateful to be here and, and have this chance.
This is very, very important. Now we can say this is the WTC is the biggest tournament of Old World all over the world.
Because it's 144 players, guys, plus another 70 that are playing in London GT right now. So just between these two tournaments, it's 200 people that are showing up for an Old World hyper competitive tournament. So the customer base, the player base is thousands of people across the world, across Europe, across England.
And we grow up month by month. So tomorrow we see, I think at the end of game 5, we try to have a live. So we can say who is the World Cup winner. If I say to everybody, if the captain of the other teams wants to come here to explain something, to explain the tournament, they can contact Michele, contact Ricci. We have Instagram, Sun Tzu on Instagram. We are on YouTube. You can write under this video, and so we contact you. We give you the link to join us on live. So
we would love to do that, guys. I mean,
if you want, we are here for you. And
sorry, go finish.
And so because we do this for hobby, for fun, but now it's became a work because in Italy
you're right. So just to recap, our Instagram page is Tzu Secrets. You all know by now. Our email is sunzusecrets@gmail.com, so you can reach out there. You can find us on YouTube. Michele has all the contacts with us. We have a lot of chats. Alberto knows Ricci and all of that. But please, we are doing this because we want to show the entire audience of the Old World what happens and how beautiful this game can be, especially when it's played within friends. As Michele was saying, because remember, they're a group of friends, Danish, English, so they're and also the Italians. Like, that's what makes the difference. So it's like a group of friends that share the love for something, and they're doing this over and over again, and that's what creates success, excellence, and that's how these three teams are like battling for the World Championship crown. So. I'm just so excited. I'm like, I need to turn it off. But thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe, put like, guys, please. Do that to support the channel, to see more contents of Tzu Secrets. Don't forget to do that. It's for free, doesn't cost you anything, and we're gonna have tons of contents coming out of that.
For the final minutes, we take the round 4, so we show the match for tomorrow.
Yes, we're gonna show that, which is round 4.
Pairings.
Pairings. It's here.
Okay.
So again, we have
England, Denmark for the number 1 ranking, Italy, Belgium for runner-up, Poland, Finland, USA, France, Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Norway. Here we have Antonio Barbuto, that is the Jon Snow in Norway. So we have a little bit cheers for the Norway. Scotland, Hungary, Spain, Ukraine, and Switzerland, Wales. Yes. Also in Ukraine, we have a lot of an important Italian part of the team. Ukraine is Italian because we have Gabbo and Mirko there. So luck and cheers also for them, and cheers and luck for everyone that is participating to these incredible events. So we see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks a lot for following us. Subscribe, put like, don't forget, say to everybody, subscribe to the channel. We are here for you.